Hi, I'm Kristen King from the Investing Channel, and you're watching Smart Money, the show that gives you the inside edge on the bets that the movers and shakers on Wall Street are placing. It's been another busy week in the world of insider trading, with C-suite executives and major shareholders keeping their brokers active, even as the wider equity markets continue to search for a clear direction and a strong narrative to latch onto. Corporate insiders have largely been sellers of stock over the last week, though it was noticeable that there were a few more buyers around. However, the majority of the purchases were in relatively small sizes compared to the insider selling. There have been substantial trades in Hess Midstream, a master limited partnership whose operations are at the heart of the Bakken shale oil and gas fields and the distribution of products from there. Its namesake and customer, Hess Corporation, sold 4.3125 million shares in Hess Midstream at $25.12 per share, realizing $108.312 million in the process. Energy stocks have rebounded from the lows seen in mid-August, and that trend seems to be continuing. Hess Midstream stock shrugged off the sizable sale, rising by 2.24% in the last week. Magnolia Oil and Gas Corporation, a shale oil and gas production company that operates in South Texas, also saw some significant insider selling in the last week, as Director John B. Walker sold 5 million shares at $18.50, generating sale proceeds of $92.5 million. Magnolia Oil and Gas was formed when Enervest, a company that Mr. Walker is the executive chair of, reversed into a SPAC, or Special Purpose Acquisition Company, in December last year to create a business with a market cap of $4.78 billion. Mr. Walker has sold several large tranches of Magnolia shares this year, including 7.5 million shares in late September at $16.38. However, Magnolia's stock price has risen by 38.88% over the last 3 months and has gained 8.16% in the last week alone. Rising energy prices and increasing demand for oil and gas have clearly trumped C-suite selling as a driver of the share price in this instance. Another large sale from a different sector that stood out from the crowd last week was seen in ChemoCentryx, a California-based biopharmaceutical business that focuses on the development of therapies for the treatment and alleviation of autoimmune diseases and cancer. ChemoCentryx recently received FDA approval for its drug Avacopan, which is designed to treat ANCA and associated conditions that attack and destroy small blood vessels in and around major organs, including the kidneys. The condition is life-threatening, and Avacopan is designed to block a protein known as C5a receptor to prevent the attacks on blood vessels. Around 40,000 people suffer from the condition in the USA, with 4,000 new cases diagnosed per annum. Avacopan, which will be marketed under the brand name Tavneos, will have a wholesale price of between $150,000 to $200,000 per patient per annum, potentially making it a highly lucrative product for ChemoCentryx. Unsurprisingly, the company's share price has risen quite dramatically, and over the last week, the stock has leapt by 94%. ChemoCentryx has licensed the drug to Swiss-based Vifor Pharma, and the Swiss company will have the distribution rights for the drug outside of the USA. Vifor is also a shareholder in ChemoCentryx through its Vifor International subsidiary, and it has taken advantage of the recent share price spike to reduce its holding, selling 4 million shares at $39.43, raising a total of $157.72 million in the process. Vifor International had previously sold ChemoCentryx stock back in July and August, but in far smaller numbers. However, it retains 5.194 million shares in the U.S. company. Senior executives and C-suite insiders at technology businesses continue to sell stock, with the likes of Sergey Brin at Google Alphabet, Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook, Mark Benioff at Salesforce, and Andy Fang at DoorDash, all making sales in the shares of their respective businesses. These 4 executives sold a combined 523,882 shares and raised a total of $225,197,567 from those sales. Despite those sales, the share prices of Salesforce, DoorDash, and Alphabet have all rallied over the past 10 days. However, Facebook remains a laggard, and its shares are down 3.84% in that period. That's all we have time for you today. Always make sure you do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions.